who goes by "This is a public service" on YouTube.
This is a public service.
This is a public service.
Hey, what's up now? Brother, what's up? This is a groovy party, man. Yeah, I can dig it. Right on. Hey, man, what's your name?
Who goes by "This is a public service" on YouTube.
This is a public service.
This is a public service.
Mother, there's too many of you crying. Brother,
This is a public service on YouTube.
there's far too many of
This
you
is a public
dying.
service.
This is a public service.
You know we've got to find a way to bring some loving here today. Yeah. Father,
This is a public service on YouTube.
we don't need to escalate.
Who goes by "This is a public
See,
service on YouTube."
war is not the answer.
This is a public service.
This
For
is a public
only
service.
love can conquer hate. You know we've got to find a way to bring some love in here today. Oh, picket lines and picket signs. Don't punish me with brutality. Talk to me so you can see. Oh, what's going on? What's going on? Yeah, what's going on? Oh, what's going on?
This is a public service.
This is a public service.
Hey, man, what's your name?
Right on. Right on.
Everything?
Everybody thinks we're at home. Oh, but who are they to judge us? Simply cause our hair is long. Oh, you know that we've got to find a way. Bring some understanding here today. Picket line and picket signs. Don't punish me with brutality. Come on, talk to me so you can see what's going on. Yeah, what's going on? Tell me what's going on. I'll tell you what's going on. Right on, right on. Right on. Right on.
Welcome in, everybody. Give me a second while I try to get the actual microphone back up from my travels. How is everybody doing today? Okay, well, use it again then. All right. Okay. Why isn't this thing turning on? All right. We have audio? Can you guys hear me? Let me know if you guys can hear me. Welcome in, Illuminate the Dark, Gregory, Utah Defender, what's going on? Dasfoot, what up? Can somebody, okay, well, audio still works, but the little light on the microphone doesn't, so. All right, that's the story, guys. That's the story. Let's see if we can take you down. This microphone, it used to light up. It used to light up. That used to tell me when it was on. That was like the determiner of when it was on. Oh. Thank you. Now I felt like dog shit. For the last week. It's been unfortunate, to say the least. Fuck, I can't hit that and hit the mute, though. That sucks. Alright, well, you guys might hear me cough all day long. So, who knows? I already put the link in the description, or the link in there, it's pinned. If you guys have the ability, I think that, actually, I want to do this. Why don't I do this? Alright. Getting on the computer was not a real bright idea. Where is it? Here it is. I guess the tablet. Fuck, bro. Alright. Sorry about that. Alright, let's do this. Can we do this? Tablet services. Lane needs some money on the tablet. Let's see if you guys can assist with this. No. Fuck. Quit smoking. Probably. I haven't smoked in at least a week too, though. That sucks, bro. Alright, well, I don't know what the story is with that, but let's see if we can do that. Alright. Oh, sorry about that. Alright. let's talk about this.
Of the astronaut in rugby, but he was talking about this case. So they were recorded while they were being.
I understand your position.
Because I'm not sure how to, because information to me is that.
We're kind of, all right. I think I understand
And a
your
lot of these
argument.
are false allegations.
Mr.
This is where I'm
Resnick,
at.
anything else before we hear from Ms. Stiles?
Judge, no, I will just point out that I've got one other thing, but it's out of context, so we'll deal with it.
Okay, Ms. Stiles?
Hey, Your Honor, I do note the victim does want to be heard. I do want to address some of the things that were stated by the defense prior to the victim going. These are not old videos. These are all new videos. We're going to be able to prove that to the court, that these are all new videos. They were being posted, they were being live streamed, they were being recorded while they were being live streamed. So this is not a matter of him just posting old videos or old videos showing up by other people.
And let me ask, do you think you can refute the arguments that Mr. Resnick has made today?
Thank you, Illuminate the Dark. I appreciate that. I'm having some audio problems. Let me see if I can solve this. Can you guys hear that computer audio okay, or is it all messed up? Should be on the Mac screen capture, right? No. There it is.
Hey.
Yes.
Oh, man.
Okay.
Absolutely. And I would note that when we're talking about the Shannon Walker, when he's saying he put up the photo of the astronaut and the rugby player, he did. He put up the victim's name and then he put up a picture of the astronaut and rugby, but he was talking about this case. So there was no question that he was talking about this case, that he was not having.
All right, well, we're going to start with Rachel's lies, I guess, just because she went first or whatever. So what case was he talking about there with the astronaut? Does anybody remember? What case was he talking about? Why does she lie? Why? That's a good question. Why does she lie? Why does she need to lie? If he's so bad and he commits these crimes all the time he's committing these crimes, they don't ever talk about the specific crimes. It's always some nebulous bullshit like Shanny's gonna get into. Shanny's gonna say, oh, the followers started. The followers. So she's got followers too, though, is the thing. She's got some followers too. Well, there wasn't an astronaut case. He was talking about the astronaut, but he was talking about, I could be wrong. I've got all these videos, but I believe he was talking about the Ortiz stuff, right? How they're trying to do this, how they're trying to push this shit through right here. This, I can't, I'm going to end up putting a Gmail up there. I'm going to screw myself. So let's not do that. But somebody files a petition. She says, okay, let's change the Supreme Court rules. It's about this guy. All right. It's about this guy, Lane Myers. But we can't talk. Lane Myers Lane Myers is literally the only person that's not allowed to talk about Lane Myers. So the Supreme Court of Arizona tries to push through a rule last year, right? Here it is. Last year, Maddie tries to push this kangaroo bullshit through. What's going on, Mark? She's exempt from the law. That's all right. You got that right, bro. She's exempt from the law. She's exempt from her loyalty oath. She's exempt from everything. She's exempt from being a decent human. She's exempt from being moral at all. What does she do? She just we'll just make up some bullshit, and we'll get to her in a second. We'll just make up some
a conversation
bullshit
about an astronaut. It was clearly him mocking the release conditions and trying to just take them as far as he can.
Okay, mocking the release conditions, taking it as far as they can. All right, well, I guess I just need to know. File, home. Never mind. We won't do that.
And the thing that Mr. Myers did is that it's one thing, he has a right to challenge his release conditions. I let him know that. I told him that his conditions of probation are not with the state, they're with the court, and that he can file the motions and that I would respond appropriately. The problem is that Mr. Myers didn't just file a motion, he then just chose to just disregard his release conditions while he's challenging them, which he's not authorized to do. And so that's when he started posting and everything came, and then he is demonstrating he's still fixated on this victim. He's done things where he's trying to find out where she works, he's posting video after video, and it was snowballing. And
so he's trying to find out where the victim works? Is that right? Trying to find out where the victim works? Well, that might be good to know if you're not supposed to go where the victim works, right? Probably wise to know where the victim works since you're not allowed to show up where the victim works. Right? And then we've got these gaslighting cunts in Pima County. Rachel among the best of them, who is going to pretend as if Shannon working for the University of Arizona is somehow not Shannon working for the University of Arizona. Shannon still works for the University of Arizona. She still gets a check from some sort of .gov or some sort of .edu, paid for by .gov, paid for by our tax dollars. But you know what? We should just shut the fuck up and comply.
Escalating, where the number of videos were getting more frequent, they were increasing in length.
Okay, let's just make sure that we're precise here. All right. Frequent videos is a problem. Frequent videos is a problem. That's an automatic violation of probation. Videos increasing in length, also a problem. We can't have that. Are these people serious? I mean, are we supposed to take this serious? Okay. This is a snowballing and escalating. Somebody on YouTube talking about public officials.
That where she works, he's posting video.
Well, best to know where she works if you don't want him showing up there, right?
After video, and it was snowballing and escalating, where the number of videos were getting more frequent.
Videos were getting more frequent. Not illegal, but let's violate his probation.
They were increasing in length.
Increasing in length, also a problem. I need to pull up the conditions of probation. Rachel is really hammering it home. She's got all the good ones. Rachel, you're so smart. Get him on the violation for too frequent. and increasing in length.
The information was coming in, not only did we hear from the victim,
You heard from the victim. Okay, you heard from the victim. All right.
hearing from others in the community.
Hearing from others in the community. Hearing from others in the community about a law that was broken. Did you hear about a law that was broken? Or did you somebody was making videos? Thank you, Paco. That'd be thank you, Paco. It'd be better if that went on to his books, but I'm not gonna. I will pass it along, and thank you.
That we're seeing this, and so that is what led to the petition. But
that is what led to the petition. We need to go back and this is what led to the petition.
Of probation are not with the state, they're with the court, and that he can file the motions and that I would respond appropriately. The problem is that Mr. Myers didn't just file a motion, he then just chose to just disregard his release conditions while he's challenging them, which he's not authorized to do. And so that's when he started posting and everything came, and then he is demonstrating he's still fixated on this victim.
Still fixated on this victim. Nobody's fixated on this victim. It's the fact that this victim keeps coming, this alleged victim keeps coming forward and lying. She's a liar. She's a liar, and I'm not going to just let her lie. She's going to get her lies going, and we're going to refute all of her lies. Shannon, you can go ahead and accuse me of whatever. You can accuse me of whatever, but you're a fucking liar. You're a liar. And we're going to expose all of your lies. And if that is somehow illegal, then we're fucking doomed, aren't we?
He's done things where he's trying to find out where she works. He's posting video after video, and it was snowballing and escalating where the number of videos were getting more frequent. They were increasing in length. The information was coming in, not only did we hear from the victim, I was hearing from others in the community that were seeing this. And so that is what led to the petition. But
that's what led to the petition. Are we getting this? Are we understanding this clearly? That's what led to the petition. Not specific acts committed by Lane Myers, just frequent videos that got longer and longer where he was railing against public officials, breaking the law, committing crimes. Rachel, you are such a piece of shit. God, she is fucking scum.
we are able to refute the statements he made today, and all of the evidence is there, and I will be giving that to the defense, who will have, they'll have the opportunity to review all of the evidence. We have been gathering it. But I would like for the victim to be able to give her input.
If she would come up, or if it's, I don't matter, Shannon's going to, could just come to the defense table there, to that microphone, so we can pick up your voice.
And Judge, just while she's on.
Did he just say Matt or Shannon? Did anybody else catch that?
If they're all pointing out that.
You can pick up your voice. Could just come, if she would come up, or if it's, I don't matter, Shannon's going to, could just come to the defense table there, to that microphone.
What are you fucking talking about, Matt or Shannon? I didn't catch that the first 3 times I listened to this.
Could just come, if she would come up, or if it's, I don't matter, Shannon's going to.
If it's Matt or Shannon that's going to, I wish Matt would have come up. Now Matt's the victim. Now Matt's the victim, everybody. Oh, poor Matt. I can't believe that just happened. I don't know if Matt's going to come up. Matt. Maybe Matt should say something. Guys, what do you think? Maybe Matt's got some smart stuff for us to hear. What the fuck?
Could just come to the defense table there, to that microphone, so we can pick up your voice.
And Judge, just while she's on, if they're all pointing out that talking about his case is not talking about the
Okay.
victims. So,
And don't interrupt while she speaks.
yeah,
Go ahead.
We're good.
Thank you, Your Honor. I respectfully ask the court to hold Lane Myers without bond.
Rachel's a lawyer, yeah. Without bond. Shanny wants him held without bond. Shannon, Matt, you guys are the most reprehensible and deplorable pieces of shit on earth. Fuck you.
For 2 years, my family and I have been subjected to Mr. Myers' conduct. A year ago, that conduct resulted in him admitting guilt to felony stalking and harassment. But because he admitted his guilt, this court.
All right. Mr. Myers admitted his guilt. Do you guys remember that? Pardon me. Do you guys remember that? What am I doing here?
I thought deeply about amendment activists for a long time. Missed driving. Messages that are from people that are watching his channel. The judge says, I get it. I fit what you desire. To her, to the YouTube, to the work. But I'll move on. For her to sit here and out there, because, what if profit springs therefrom? What if So.
Okay. All right. So back on, this is Shannon. We got to listen to Shannon because Shannon's so honest. Shannon's so honest, guys. So let's just, since we have everything, Shannon, you dumb cunt. You act like we can't review the words that have been spoken.
Gave him an stalking and harassment. A year ago, that conduct resulted in him admitting guilt to felony stalking and harassment.
All right. A year ago, he admitted guilt to felony stalking and harassment. Okay, let's listen to him admit.
Nobody wins, even if you win. So, to start with, because obviously I had my order, but then I had to go by what, I didn't know if she would go first or I would go first. So just to address some of her stuff, I mean, she's not under oath, but she did state multiple lies. She said that I threatened to come to her house. That's factually incorrect in all levels. There's not a single scintilla of evidence that I've ever said I was going to come to her house, or I said I was going to go to her neighbors and talk to them about her husband. Okay, for her to sit in here and say I was going to come to her house, that's taking it too far. There has to be some rational, I realize she has the right to feel a certain way, but that doesn't you don't get to embellish things in court right here because
lie, Shannon. You don't get to lie with impunity. You act like we don't have the record. You act like, oh, the big bad guy that is on YouTube from Florida that just won't stop talking about me. Well, listen, I won't talk about you if you're not lying about people, I'm not going to talk about you. If you're not trying to harm somebody for speaking freely, why would I be interested in that? It's because of your lies, Shannon. It's because you're a liar. And no amount of you saying, oh, he called me a liar nobody's gonna believe you. Metcalf might believe you. Yeah, okay. Metcalf might believe you. We know the truth, though. You nasty cunt.
We don't have trial and I don't get to put you on the stand and prove that you're lying. So there needs to be some personal responsibility on her part too. But this isn't me going at her, you know what I'm trying to say? This is me talking to you, you know. But she said that I knew she changed her job. Well, I knew she changed her job after I was in custody in March 26th. I haven't made a video about her since January. So how would I make a video from jail saying that she changed jobs? And all the videos I made were from October when she did work as a public employee. So that's more, I don't know what the right word is because I don't want to sound, I'm not trying to.
And I'm not trying to believe all this gaslighting bullshit, but does she still work for the, did her job really change? Did her job really change? Liars. Liars, bro.
Sound rude or just, I'm just trying to make my point without like diminishing her. I'm just saying whatever the word in the thesaurus is to say that that's not fact. Like,
You disagree with her, her facts.
I'm not trying to do like an ad hominem attack. You know what I'm trying to say?
You're giving me your version of what happened.
Right.
All right.
I don't agree. That's not, there's no credence to that.
You're giving me your version of what happened. The factual version. The honest version. The truthful version.
Never said come to her house. Okay. She can say that she didn't have anything to do with my wife getting fired, but she could also sue me for defamation, and she hasn't. I do talk to the FBI regularly, and when I get out, I'll post it just to make her happy. I'll post the FBI telling me that she was involved in getting my wife fired just to prove a point. If I'm allowed to under my conditions. Not if I'm not allowed. You get what I'm saying? I'm not gonna. But since she's so caught up in it, we'll just put it all out there because, you know, some conversations are confidential, but I feel like she's in here talking about this on YouTube. She's saying things about me that she's speaking like it's just 100% fact. Well, then sure, I'll put out the receipts. If you get what I'm saying, if there's a mechanism within the type thing, not just to like prove a point though. I know I said to prove a point, but to more like clarify the kind of like pre-trial publicity under Rule 3.6. She's saying one thing. All right, well then we'll just let the stuff speak for itself. You know, she sat there and talked about threats and things that were said, and you know, not one time did I hear her advocate for those people to get charged. She just kept constantly blaming Lane Myers for the decisions of other people. You know, a bank robbery happens, there's a getaway driver and there's the people that go in. They never just charge the getaway driver. They always charge the people that go in too, because they're the ones that robbed the bank, you know, and then the person drove. So, you know, I'm not disputing that I wasn't responsible for posting the information, but as I'm about to read here in a second from some transcripts, Lane Myers never threatened Shannon Walker. Lane Myers never told anybody to threaten Shannon Walker. Lane Myers put up her information that's on a government website, which is available right now. Anybody, you know, I don't want him to say that, but the facts of the matter is, if she's not an employee of the U of A, why is she listed on the U of A website as an admin? Working in the administration of the College of Law. So I don't know. I mean, to the common average man of reasonable, you get what I'm saying, of average intelligence, they go on the U of A website, they see her thing listed as the admin of the College of Law, they're going to assume that she works at the College of Law. I don't know the technical nuances of her job. And for her to state that I knew, no, I didn't. Prove it. But we're not here for that. The point is we're trying to move on from this. So I'm not trying, the proving it part, but she used this as a last-ditch opportunity to say things that I would have normally been able to cross-examine in court, to leave it as the last impression on you. You have no idea to know if that's true or not. that's what trial's for. But I feel like she took advantage of the opportunity to say those things, knowing that I would have to sound like I was still combative or whatever towards the situation in order to refute it. But I also have to clear my name here for all the time. This is going to be on my record forever. I feel like I need to clear my name here. And so I feel like there's going to be some defamation proceedings after this. But, that's what the courts are for. And so for her to sit here and say things that I didn't hear a single time, and you didn't either, sir, where she said the people who actually said those nasty, and I don't condone those things, and I've never would condone those things. And the first clue or the first piece of evidence that because I don't say those things. So I'm not leading by example here and saying those things, leading to other people saying those things. No, those people came up with those things to say to her on their own. Lane Myers didn't say those things, and Lane Myers himself didn't say those things, leading other people to think it's okay to say those things, because I don't condone that, and never have and never will. And my track record, you got it in front of you. I've never in my entire life been accused, charged, convicted, or any sense for anything remotely close to an act of violence, threats, harassment, stalking, none of that. You got the paper in front of you. You see my whole life. Never has Lane Myers advocated for violence ever in his entire life. And there's no proof that I have, and there's no proof here that I advocated for people to threaten her or, wish her harm or, it's kind of like, well, I put the information up. Well, what if everybody would have told her she was a great person? Would I still be charged? No. The point is that I put the information up. I'm being punished for that. Where's the punishment for these? Because I heard some things that to me I would think that's a threat. That sounds like a crime or sounds like something that you can't say to people under the First Amendment or not. You can't say I have no way of knowing here. If people really said that stuff to her, why aren't they being charged? Why am I bearing the burden of people saying threats and things about sexual, like that? I don't even want to repeat it. Stuff, you heard it. You know what I'm saying? The stuff that is beyond the scope of, offensive, even beyond offensive. Where's the charges? If we all robbed the bank together. But so I'm kind of at a loss for that, and I don't know what message it sends. I don't know how it sends a message that you can go rob a bank and only the getaway driver will get charged, but the people who went in and robbed the bank, they're good to go. So that's really confusing. That's something that I'm going to have to meditate on, but it doesn't mean that I'm not here. I'm here to be sentenced. We're not here to argue that I didn't do it or I didn't, you know what I'm trying to say? I'm still facing the consequences. On the paper right here, it says, convicted, sentencing today. Today is sentencing. So I'm not trying to say, hey, I didn't do it. It wasn't me. I'm trying to say, let's add some weight to the levels of whatever the word is when you're involved in something. You know what I'm saying? Culpable.
Yeah, we know what you're saying. Let's see what Shanny's got to
But
say.
because he admitted his guilt, this court gave him an opportunity to remain in the community on probation with conditions specifically designed to stop that conduct. Instead, he has chosen to continue the very behavior that led to his criminal charges and convictions.
Okay. So what was that? Was that making videos about public officials that are they're lying about the guy, right? Fuck. This lady's just off her rocker.
For reasons I cannot understand, and despite admitting that he was guilty of his previous crimes, Mr. Myers has continued to target me and my husband. In violation of the conditions of his probation, he has repeatedly used our names on his broadcast.
That is an outright lie. That's an outright lie. He's used our names on his broadcasts. First of all, there's only one victim, you nasty cunt. And it's supposed to be you. And he hasn't said your name. Listen, I might have missed something. Did you guys hear it? Did you guys hear him talk about Shannon Walker? What a lying cunt.
Displayed photographs of both of us.
Displayed photographs of both of you. Did that happen also? I mean, I have to admit, I haven't seen all the evidence, but I have to believe that Lane's smarter than that. So he's talking about you, and he's displaying photographs of both of you. I think you're a liar.
Made repeated false statements about us.
Made repeated false statements about us. No. Nobody made any false statements about you, you liar. Shannon Walker is a proven and documented liar. That's it. She's a proven and documented liar. We have videos, complete videos where we go over her lies. This is a new one where we're going over her lies again. That never happened. That never happened, Shannon.
Displayed of the conditions of his probation. He has repeatedly used our names on his broadcasts.
No,
Displayed
lie.
photographs of both of us.
No, lie.
Made repeated false statements about us.
No, lie.
Repeatedly
Three statements, 3 lies.
called both of us liars and
Repeatedly called both of you liars. You are a liar. You're both liars. But he didn't call you both liars. I'm calling you liars. You're liars. You are proven liars. I don't even understand what we're doing here. What, we're refuting that you're a liar? Nah, bitch. You're a fucking dirty liar.
referred to me as a professional victim.
You are a professional victim, but on top of being a professional victim, you're a professional liar. I hope that you go to court and maybe you could be honest for once in your life. You could be honest for once in your life and not talk about how Lane Myers or Joshua Gray was talking about you being a professional victim. We're talking about you being a professional liar, right? Now it fits in nice with your victimhood status, right? But you're a liar. You're the worst. Shannon, you are the absolute worst that society has to offer. I'm sorry that you live your life that way in such a disgusting way. But you're deplorable. You're disgusting. And it's our duty to let the whole world know what you're doing. Professional liar.
He has spoken about wanting revenge, suggested that he knows where I live, and just this week threatened to come to my workplace. My concern...
Just don't interrupt,
So
mister.
wait, if he threatened to come to her workplace, then does he know where she lives? Because I did hear him say that he was going to go back to the law library at the University of Arizona, which he's not barred from going to. It's a public place. It's the law library, of course, right? So he said he was going to go back to the law library, and this dirty, nasty cunt, she just said that he said he was coming to her work. Bitch, I thought you didn't work there. Bitch, I thought you didn't fucking work there anymore. So wait, you do work there? I'm so confused, you dirty, nasty cunt.
Myers,
My concern, and just this week threatened to come to my workplace. My concern...
Just don't interrupt, mister. Myers, she has the floor. Go ahead.
My concern is
The
not
floor
only
to lie.
what...
She's got the floor to lie. She's allowed to lie. Metcalf doesn't have a problem. Guys, did you know Metcalf's on this? Here, let me find this fucking shit. Let me find this fucking bullshit. Did you guys know that Metcalf is on this appearance notes, recording, petition, no notice. Supreme Court, State Law, Arizona. The establishment of the Task Force on Rules of the Supreme Court. So they put this task force together, right, to get the Lane Myers rule all squared away. And let's see who's on it. Let's see who's on it. Well, what the fuck is this? What the fuck is this, guys? This isn't a conflict? Tell me this isn't a conflict. How is this not a conflict? Are we really going to act like we don't know what's going on here? So, Doug, who shouldn't even be on this case anymore, he's part of the gang, the John R. Lopez gang, too. Pardon me, guys. I'm sorry about that. My fucking tapper thing doesn't work. I don't know. So, I don't understand how... Why is this okay that he's allowed to just sit on this task force and still hear the case? Are they pretending like it's not about Lane Myers? Is that what we're trying to say, guys? Just so Shannon can feel better?
Mr. Myers might do if released, but the lies he will continue to tell.
The lies he will continue to tell. But she doesn't ever document the specific lie. So we go through and we conflict all of Shannon's lies, right? To the second, to the lie. And now she's saying, oh, it's him that's the liar.
Is not only what Mr. Myers might do if released, but
She has the floor. Go ahead.
my concern is not only what Mr. Myers might do if released, but the lies he will continue to.
The peaceful guy who's not violent at all. She's worried about what he might do if released. Well, he was released a couple days ago. What was he doing? Other than making videos about government corruption. Can't have that. We can't have people reporting on government corruption. Not when Shannon Walker and Matt Walker are around. We're allowed to do whatever the fuck we want.
To tell. When he resumed live streaming about me and my family, harassment from his followers resumed as well.
So the harassment that followed, was it from his followers or was it from your followers, Shanny? Because you got followers too. We've seen the emails. I mean, is it going to be new emailers, Shannon? Is it going to be new emails? Or is it going to be the same emails from all your buddies from the gay mail chat room? Yeah. She feels sorry for them too, guys. Don't worry. She's going to start sticking up for them here in a second too.
Despite admitting his guilt to stalking and harassment, he continues to use his online platform to spread false accusations.
What is the false accusation, Shannon? What is the specific false accusation, Shannon? Because right now you're online spreading lies. That's all you've ever done. That's all you've ever done.
Direct anger toward us and collaborate with Joshua Gray to continue the harassment of my family.
That's me. And she says to collaborate.
Anger toward us and collaborate with Joshua Gray to continue the harassment of my family.
Collaborate with Joshua Gray to continue the harassment of my family. Oh, okay. That's weird. Let's just go through this. Let's just see if we can pull this up here. The harassment of Shanny's family. Apparently I've harassed her family. Let's see. Shannon. Let's expose your lies again. Let's expose. Collaborate with Joshua Gray to continue the harassment of my family. All right. S-A-W. All right. From me to Shannon. Okay. Okay. I don't think I can actually bring it up because, well, fuck, dude. All right. All right. Bear with me for a second, guys. I just want to get this up. To collaborate with Joshua Gray to continue the harassment of my family. Okay. All right. If you say so, Shannon. Let's see. Let's browse. Desktop. All right. All right. Okay. All right, well, there it is. Collaborate with Joshua Gray to continue the harassment of my family. Okay, well, the last time I sent you, let's go through all these emails, guys. Let's go through all these emails and let's figure out if it's harassment or let's figure out if it's genuine criticism or if it's an illegal email. Have I been sending illegal emails again? All right, well, let's go one by one. All right. Where are we at here? All right, so let's see. On 10/19, we have an email that's called Access to Justice. All right. 5. All right. All right, guys. All right, so let's read this Access to Justice one. Let's read this one. And I just want to know, is it harassment? Is it harassment? All right. This was sent, again, guys, this was sent back on, what was the date? What was the date here? October 19th, 2024. All right. A dirty, rotten cunt move to try to get another man's wife fired because of your husband's Weak ass feeling. Dude's such a bitch. Are you a power top? And then we linked to this video. The following movie has been removed for violating YouTube's policy on harassment and bullying. Interesting. Wow, look at that. Look at that, guys. Look at that. All right. So what is it? Is that harassment? Is that harassment, guys? Is it? I mean, collaborate with Joshua Gray to continue the harassment of your family. All right. Well, I haven't. Here's the proof. Here's the proof that I haven't reached out to you since March, right? All right. So let's go to the next email. Possible conflict. All right. So this one reads. This one isn't even too. Shanny. She is CC'd on this email. I sent this to Matt and CC'd the wife. And this was sent on October 19th, 2024. All right. So I linked to the Myers and Associates proctology video. And this is an email to Matt Walker. Bro, you're so soft and weak. Flaccid. Totally stoked for Tuesday. Oh shit. Your pussy bitch ass won't be there because your punk bitch ass got put in timeout after your retarded motion for incompetence. Can't wait to see what dumb fuck they sacrifice at the altar of justice with Lane Myers. Hope you enjoy posterity remembering you for being an unethical piece of shit. All right. Collaborate with Joshua Gray to continue the harassment of my family. That was an email I sent to her shitbag husband. Okay. I guess that's harassing your family. Okay. Third email. Okay. Third email. Wish I could hide this, man. 5. All right. This one is called Constitutional Law 101. It's probably harassment and stalking and collaboration to harass, no doubt. I mean, right? I mean, that's all I do. There's nothing legitimate here at all. All right, so again, this one's called Constitutional Law 101. All right, to not understand something so basic can only point to one of two possibilities. Actually, let's confirm who this went to again. Again, this went to Matt Walker, and his wife was CC'd. She was CC'd on this email. Constitutional Law 101. To not understand something so basic can only point to one of two possibilities. You're an unethical, corrupt prosecutor, or 2, you're an idiot. The right to petition the government for redress of grievances is the right to make a complaint or to seek the assistance of one's government without the fear of punishment or reprisals, Matt and Shannon. The right can be traced back to the Bill of Rights, 1689, the Petition on Rights, 1628, and the Magna Carta, 1215. In Europe, Article 44 of the Charter of Fundamental Rights of the European Union ensures the right to petition the European Parliament. Basic law for the Federal Republic of Germany guarantees the right to petition to competent authorities and to the legislature. The right to petition in the United States is granted by the First Amendment to the United States Constitution, 1791. You all swore to uphold the rights you're trampling on. For shame. Lane will keep roasting you day in and day out until you yield. Not sure you've noticed, but not sure you've noticed yet, but The L's are stacking up. I'll close with the wise words of Thomas Jefferson. The remedy is to set them right as to the facts, pardon and pacify them. What signify a few lives lost in a century or two? The tree of liberty must be refreshed from time to time with the blood of patriots and tyrants. It is its natural manure, and y'all are pieces of shit. Have the day you deserve. All right, that was email number 3. Number 3, I've sent 3 emails. Well, technically, I've only sent 1 email to Shannon. I got some CC, but are these the collaborative? Is this what we're getting here? Is that what this is?
Toward us and use his online platform to spread false accusations. His guilt about me and my family, harassment from his followers resumed as well. When he resumed live streaming about me and my family, harassment from his followers resumed as well. Despite admitting his guilt, his stalking and harassment, he continues to use his online platform to spread false accusations, direct anger toward us, and collaborate with Joshua Gray to continue the harassment of my family.
All right, so is that what this is? Because I've only sent 5 emails in my entire life that Shannon was a part of, right? That Shannon got CC'd. She was either the recipient or she was CC'd. 5 total emails. I'm not seeing the threats. Looks constitutionally protected to me. All right, and then let's see. On January 26th, 2025, somebody sent me an email, and I forwarded that. Pardon me. I forwarded that on to Shannon and Matt, and I said, song for the ages. Let's listen to this legal loser while we excitedly lay in wait for Shannon's many, many songs. You troglodytes make me sick. Why are you obsessed with Lane Myers? Just come into the chat and learn like the rest of us. Just don't bring any of your legal loser nonsense with you. Bring your fucking checkbook too, bitch. All right. Is that a threat? Is that a threat of violence? All right, and then the last email that I sent on March 13th was Shannon. Watch this video about you. On March 13th, that's the last time I've sent this perjurous, lying government parasite an email. I've sent her husband a couple emails. Help me out, guys. I mean, what is she talking about?
Even after pleading guilty to 2 felonies and being granted his freedom, Lane Myers has shown that he cannot stop targeting us. His conduct also demonstrates his danger to the broader community. Just in the past 3 weeks, in addition to repeatedly violating his conditions of his probation, Mr. Myers has retaliated against multiple members of the community because he believed they had wronged him. He offered to pay anyone who would provide the home address of one.
Is she going to start talking about crimes? She sounds like the prosecutor that comes into all the hearings that he's had and said, look at this, look at this, look at this, look at this, look at this constitutionally protected activity. Look at this. We got to stop him. We got to stop him. We got to stop this guy because he's talking. Now, is he committing crimes? No. Is he lying? No. Is anything that he's doing criminal? No. He hurt our feelings.
Individual publicly posted another person's home address while encouraging his followers to go to their home.
So what? Was the person that he was encouraging his followers to go, was he encouraging them to go there and ask questions? See how much of a lying cunt she is? You know that she's watched every video, right? She watches all the videos. She's talking about videos that have nothing to do with her. She's talking about the video where I think he was talking about the gay male chat room. The guy in charge of the gay male chat room. Didn't he find his house? Post it on the internet. Now, it's not a crime, right? Homeboy filed a police report out in wherever the fuck he lives. Where does he live? I can't remember where he lives, but he tried to file a police report because he was so scared. They're watching this for sure. There's no probably watching this too. They're watching it, they're recording it, and they're gonna, if they could, play it in court and say that Lane Myers, what was the word? Collaborated. Lane Myers somehow collaborated with Joshua Gray from jail to make videos exposing Shanny's lies. Oh, okay. All right.
Posted degrading images and identifying information about people in Tucson.
Posting degrading images. You mean pretend pictures? Degrading images. Pretend ones. Pretend ones. They're completely created by AI, right? But that's a crime. See, notice how all this stuff, it's not crimes. Why are they talking about it?
Home. Posted degrading images and identifying information about people in Tucson, and threatened employees of an organization that did not provide him with public records about my husband quickly enough.
Did not. Okay. Wow. She just fucking goes, doesn't she? All right, let me see if I can get this up. All right. So this is the new petition, and this is the organization that Lane was calling, right? And tell me, guys, is what she's saying true? Yeah, we're talking about your request after all. It's ruffled some feathers, man. It's ruffled some feathers. So, Mark, we could ask you. You're here live. Did APAC tell you that they were going to have records by a certain day? The answer is yes. APAC said they were going to have records by a specific day. All right. So that day came and went. And they said, oh, we're so sorry. We're so sorry we didn't get these records to you. We're still complying. We're compiling all the records still. Please be patient. Please be patient. We're going to have it by the 8th. I think it was the 8th. We're going to have these records by the 8th. What the fuck is this? All right, so we're going to have it by the 8th. Do they have it by the 8th? Do they have it by the 8th? No. They don't have it by the 8th. Have they given you a new date? Have they given you a new date? Or did they just figure, well, the request probably isn't valid anymore because Lane's in jail. They think that everybody's Lane, right? So they think that they don't have to follow the law, the public records law. They say, okay, we're going to have these records by a certain date. And because of that, we're just supposed to take it. What does she say? What bullshit is she going to say?
Telling that did not provide him with about people in Tucson and threatened employees of an organization that did not provide him with public records about my husband quickly enough. Telling one individual that what he would do to her will be much worse than what happened to the people in Tucson.
Okay. Is that accurate? Yeah, it came and went. Yep, exactly. Yeah, this is deny, delay, depose. This is their playbook, and they think that we're idiots. They think Shannon Walker thinks we're an idiot, and that threaten employees of an organization for not getting public records quickly enough. Okay, is that factually accurate? Or did they say they were going to have the records by a certain date and then they didn't have them? That's a lie,
And one
Shannon.
individual that what he would do to her will be much worse than what happened to the people in Tucson.
Yeah. And I believe he's talking about Elizabeth. It's going to be much worse, Elizabeth, because you decided to write this. You decided to write this legal trash. Let's see if we can bring this up. Add. See if we can do this. All right, won't do it. Won't do it, so we'll just do this. All right, so here we go, blah, blah. She's just like, oh, well, my name's Elizabeth Burton Ortiz, and since I'm with the Arizona Prosecuting Attorneys Advisory Council, and I sit down with Shanny and Matt, and they tell me the lies, I feel like I can just get away with lying myself. All right? Okay. The circumstances detailed in our 2025 R31 illustrate the dangers of these technological advances can bring. There, the defendant used a smartphone to broadcast and live stream judicial proceedings to his YouTube channel only after giving notice to the court, which is all you're required to give. The defendant, that's what the rule says. The defendant's use of technology made it difficult to maintain the integrity of the court. Why? I'm curious, why? He said, Your Honor, I'm recording under 122H, and then he puts the phone next to him, and then that's the issue. That's it. The issue's dead. The issue's over. Where the fuck am I? Made it difficult to maintain the integrity of the court proceedings and ensure that the proceedings did not result in further harassment to those participating in them. What? Well, here, we got some case numbers coming up, so this must be what it's about. Through his weaponization of technology, the defendant effectively targeted and amplified his harassment towards numerous participants in the proceedings, resulting in the defendant being found guilty of 2 felony offenses, State v. Myers, and these are the current cases that he's on probation from. Okay? But that's weird, because I remember reading the actual petition from last year. Here's the actual petition from last year. Let's see. I mean, if it doesn't talk about it, she's fucked. The fuck, bro? whatever. What the fuck is this, dude? Okay. Purpose, blah, blah. Let's see what this is about. All right, I don't see those case numbers. So, what? This is what Matt said it was about. So Matt says it's about Lane Myers wins 2 cases in a day. He doesn't bring his wife into it at all, right? He doesn't bring his case. He doesn't bring his in where he gets totally emasculated by Lane. He doesn't bring that one in. He brings in Lane Myers wins 2 cases in 1 day. Okay. Help me understand this. That's the signature. Putting that little S there is the signature. All right, so there's no mention of this other case because it was already this was already out prior to that new case coming up. So it's just gaslighting bullshit from Elizabeth, from Matt, from Shannon. But we're just supposed to lap it up. Guys, just fucking lap it up and shut your mouth.
These are not isolated incidents. They certainly are not a surprise to me, and they should not be a surprise to this court. They demonstrate the same pattern of intimidation, retaliation, and harassment that my family and I have experienced for years. Court orders have not stopped him. 2 guilty pleas have not stopped him. Felony probation has not stopped him. He has not changed his behavior, and I do not believe he ever will. There are no release conditions that will stop him. There are no additional probation conditions that will stop him. As I've said to this court before, when someone shows you who they are, believe them. And Mr. Myers' actions clearly speak for themselves.
I mean, it goes the same for you, Shannon. Does she think that she hasn't exposed herself? Or is this just like a one-way thing? It only applies to Mr. Myers.
Additional probation conditions that will stop him. As I've said to this court before, when someone shows you who they are, believe them.
When someone shows you who they are, believe them. When someone lies in open court to get an injunction against harassment against you, believe them. Believe that they will lie on you. Believe that they will lie and that they won't limit their lies to just that. They will take their lies to another level. She is a monster. It's like she doesn't get it that, this somehow doesn't apply to me. I'm special. My name's Shanny.
Mr. Myers' actions clearly speak for themselves. For these,
they absolutely do. First Amendment protected activity. I've never heard the guy threaten anybody in his fucking life. But this bitch lies in open court. What's worse? What's worse? I need to know, guys. What's worse?
reasons, I ask the court to hold Lane Myers without bond. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Ms. Stiles, anything else?
Your Honor, just that the thing she referenced, we do have the documentation.
The things she referenced, the non-crimes that she mentioned, it was 33, but she might be up to 22 in this hearing, that's for sure. Cunt.
Mr. Myers made the documentation of the different things that the victim has stated about, and so we do have proof that we will be presenting at a...
We have proof that we'll be presenting at a hearing that Mr. Myers didn't commit more crimes, that he was trying to petition his government for redress of grievances. These people, they make me so fucking sick, bro. Nah, it was 33. 33 lies in 10 minutes. Bear with me for a second. 33 lies. There it is. There it is. 33 lies in less than 15 minutes. Let's finish parsing the current lies before we unearth all the old lies. Yeah, man. I agree with you, bro. Where the fuck are my thumbs up? Where the fuck are my thumbs up?
Hearing if Mr. Myers chooses to go to a hearing in this case.
All right. The court will find that the state has presented credible allegations that the defendant has disregarded his conditions of probation.
How? That was the evidence? That was the evidence? I didn't hear any evidence. What the fuck, bro? So we'll just keep this guy in jail. We'll keep him in jail on a violation of probation because fuck. Yeah, that sounds more right. 0 thumbs up. Man, these people, they make me so sick.
And the court does not believe there's any set of release conditions or conditions of probation that can adequately protect the community. And so I'm going to hold the defendant no bond.
Judge,
Yeah.
can I just be heard on disclosure?
On what?
On disclosure?
I want to do one thing before that. So we did the initial hearing. We could do the arraignment right now.
Yep.
All right, we don't need to hear any more of that bullshit. We heard all of Shannon's lies. All right, guys. I don't know what to do. Yeah, I need something, man. I feel like dog shit. If you guys have the ability to help Lane out, please do. The link to the Give, Send, Go is pinned right there in the comments. There's also links to There's also links to put money on his tablet. Yeah, they don't ever show the proof. It's terrible. They don't ever show the proof. But guys, I know that he's got a couple thousand in bills from filing those New Mexico and other lawsuits. If you guys have the ability to help him out, I'd appreciate it. I know he would appreciate it. That's about all I got. Oh. That's about all I got, guys. You guys want to listen to something special on the way out? Alright, here's what we'll do. Here's what we'll do. We'll go on this note.
forces are the same that burn crosses. Some of those that work forces are the same that burn crosses. Some of those that work forces are the same that burn crosses. Some of those that work forces are the same that burn crosses. Killing in the name of, killing in the name of. Now you do what they told you. 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 And 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 now you do what they told you. Those who died are justified for wearing the badge and your chosen white. You're justified. Those that died for wearing the badge and your chosen white. Those who died are justified for wearing the badge and your chosen white. You're justified.
goes by, "This is a public service" on YouTube.
This is a public service.
This is a public service.